So let's continue the last video and let's add a footer content in the header content as well. So before I will start, I will say again that don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video and share the video to your friend, and let's start writing the code. So just for the information, we will going to work on this first, then we will going to work on this. Okay, let's go and let's first thing before I will start writing, as I told in the first video of this profile thing, that this component will going to use on profile with login and profile without login. Okay, that's why what I will going to do, I will going to create a separate component for it, and I'm going to place it inside the profile folder only, not inside the foundation folder. Okay, because this content we will going to use on a profile page only. That's why I'm going to create a new file that will be a kind of profile content dot file, and first thing we have to import the material.dart package. It will going to be a stateless widget. Again, profile content, or it should be a footer content will be good name, so I will name it as a footer content, and I will need to return a column from here, and inside the column we will need a 1 2 3 4 item, and it is kind of a text button widget of the Flutter, but I'm going to create a component and I will wrap that component into the inkwell. I will show you that how I will create, because the whole thing, the whole button is tappable and it have a ripple effect, and that ripple effect we can achieve using the inkwell only. So I will show you that how I will create, but let me just set up this footer content, and I'm going to place this footer content inside the profile without login page. So just after the container of this, I'm going to use that footer content. Okay, that is a widget we're going to need inside the profile with login and a profile without login. So I have placed it, and if I will hit the save, then nothing will going to happen as of now. Okay, and yeah, now let's talk about the item. This is a footer content item, and it is a kind of text button. Okay, so I'm going to create a dedicated item for it, that will be a dedicated text button for our app. Okay, so maybe this kind of thing we will need in another places, button text. So I'm going to place that thing, I'm going to create a new folder that will be a sp text button, that is a button which we are creating for our app, and we can use it over the app. That's why I'm placing it inside the foundation folder, and let's use it, and it will going to be also a stateless widget. Okay, stateless widget, it will be a sp text button. That's great, and it will going to be a container, and let's add a child first, and let me show you that how it will look like. It will be a text, and I will going to hardcode a text as of now, FAQs, and I'm going to use it inside the profile content, the first children of the profile content. Let me just write a couple of code for the visualization, then I will explain you everything. And as we have to use this footer content in that inside the profile without login, that's why it came here, right? And what I need to do is I need some padding between this container and the footer content. Hit the save. Okay, the padding we have right here, We can increase it to 16 or 18 all over the places if we want, okay, to make it consistent. Or we can create similarly a specifying.dart file and put all the specifying related thing in that thing. I will do it in another video, but not in this video. But yeah, we need to focus on this footer content, right? And let's go on SP text button. And actually what we need to do, we need to wrap it inside the inkwell. And to get a ripple effect, the first thing I will going to wrap it inside the inkwell, wrap it with widget, that is an inkwell. And we need to perform some logic, right? After tapping it, we have to show another page, so we will put that logic inside this on tap, or we will get it as a parameter. But yeah, let me first focus on here. And if I will hit the save, then you will find that ripple effect is came, okay? But actually we need to have a width of this container, which will be take an entire width, the entire width of the screen, okay? And it came here, and I need to wrap it inside the material. Why I'm adding it, I will let you know. So suppose if I will just add a color here, colors.white, just for the sake, okay? So actually the ripple effect will not work here, okay? That's why to add a ripple effect on the here, I need to add a material, wrap it with widget, and that will be a material widget, not material app, it will be a material widget. And instead of adding a color here, I will need to add this color over here, and the ripple effect will come. And it is exactly like the ripple effect we have in a Myntra-App. And here we need to add a style. I'm not going to put the text style on the main.dart file as of now, because it is a dedicated text style for this text button, okay? So it's kind of our own dedicated thing, so that's why. And I will put a font size around with 11.5. We have to add a font weight as well. That will be a font weight W600, okay? Also we need a color as well, that is the app color dot the heading 6 color, because I need to use this color, and this color is kind of same, so that's why. And I'm going to hit the save, and let's see how it will look like. It is looking like this, but to look like this, we need to have some padding around our container. So I will add a padding, that will be a edge inset dot symmetric, and I will add a vertical padding and horizontal padding. The vertical padding will going to be 15 and horizontal padding will going to be a 60. I'm going to hit the save, and let's see. And if I will click here, it is exactly like the Myntra-App kind of text button, okay? Now to make it more customizable, I'm going to take a parameter, that will be a string type, which is a text, okay? And let's take it from here. It will be a required parameter, this dot text, and wherever we will use it, okay, then we need to provide the text as well. So here I'm using this thing. So the first text will going to be a FAQs, okay? Hit the save, and let's go on SP text button, and let's use the text which we are getting instead of the hard coding it. Now it is a FAQs. Now let's go here, and it should name as a footer content. I will name it as a footer content. As of this is a footer of the profile. Okay, footer content. Okay, now I think it is change over here the import. Okay, it's also change. Now let me go on a footer content and let me add another button that will be a sp content, and it will be a about us. So let me change it to about us. Okay, the second thing is also added. Let's add a terms of use and privacy policy. So I had to use terms of use. We got a pixel error that is overflowed. That's why we need to wrap this profile without login with another widget. Okay, that is a single child scroll view. So this is a parent widget, right? The profile.dart, and inside the profile.dart we are using the profile without login page. Okay, so we are just creating a smaller widget because it is reusable over the app. Okay, so don't worry, don't confuse that why I'm creating lots of smaller widget, because we need to reuse everywhere. Instead of writing the same thing again and again, we have to use the widget everywhere over the app. Okay, so now, and this is a kind of agile development, right? I don't know that in some other pages, like if I will work on a home page, then I need to modify this sp text button widget. Okay, that might happen. Okay, so as of now the scenario is different. That's why we have created this component like this. But if I will use the same component, same widget, this sp text button in a home page, I might need to just modify it. Okay, I might need to take another properties, and that may happen. It's agile kind of development. Okay, so the fourth one, yeah, so I just started saying about the agile development. So the fourth one is the privacy policy. Let's use the another name is the privacy policy. Privacy policy. Hit the save. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking great, right? It's looking like this. As of now we haven't added this part. Okay, we're going to add that as well, but let's work on this thing first. Okay, and I had to go inside the profile without login.dart file, and let's go on the page where we have this thing. So this is the container, and inside that container we have a column, and that column is rendering these two separate widget, a container with this color, a container with this color. I had to do one thing. I had to wrap it with the stack now. So yeah, don't worry, I'm not wrapping with the another column. I'm wrapping with the stack. First children of this stack is good. Okay, the first children of this stack is good. Now we have to work on the second children of this stack. Okay, because we need to add this square box about the both container, right? That's why I'm adding it here. So the second children of this stack. Okay, in the second children of this stack, let me use a container as of now, and in the container we had to use a child, and the child of the container will going to be a card. If I will hit the save, nothing will happen because we haven't provided the height and width of the container. Let me provide the height and width of the container. The height of the container will going to be a 132, and the width of the container will going to be a 132. And now if I will hit the save, then you will find that card is here, and now we have to position this card. Okay, the position of the card will look like this. And how we will do it? To do it, simply we have to wrap it with another widget that will be a positioned widget. In the position widget, you have to provide the top, right, left or bottom position. So as of now, I'm going to provide the bottom position, which will going to be a 20. And if I will hit the save, then you will find the position of the container is 20 pixel away from the bottom. Similarly, if I will provide the left, then it will be a 20 pixel away from the left as well. And now you can see that it is looking like this card. Now let's go on a card, and in the card let's add a child. What will be the child? The child of this card will going to be an image dot asset, and I have one asset image. So let me provide a path images, and one of the image I have downloaded from the Fluttercon, it's the profile user.png. I know it's not looking like this profile image, but yeah, we can use it. So here I will provide it, and if I will hit the save, and that is came. Let me add a color of this image. The color of this image I'm going to use a app color, and the body color one. I should name the color name properly, but yeah, let's go with the name I have as of now. And if you find that it is not looking like this, yeah, so I mean we have to use the body color too, not one. And if you see that it is not taking whole card height and width, to deal with it, I can do only one thing, is I can wrap it inside another container. I have this fix only, and I can provide a padding. Okay, that will be a padding of everywhere of this card, and the padding I'm going to use it is 25. And now it is somehow looking good. If I had this kind of profile image, so it will really look very nice, but as of now I don't have. But yeah, it's up to the mark. And now let's go and work on this button. So here we have added that thing. Let's add another thing, and it will be a outline button, or we should use a elevated button. Okay, I'm going to use a elevated button. Don't think about on press as of now. And in the child, what we will going to do is let's use a text as of now, and we will see we need to wrap it inside the container as well. So the text will going to be a log in slash sign up. Okay, sign up. Hit the save, and it is added over here because we need to add a position widget as well. I mean we need to wrap this thing with the position widget. So let me wrap it with another widget called positioned, and let's add a bottom and top property. What will be the bottom? Bottom will going to be a same, or we can use a 22, and the left will going to be the total left, that is 20 plus 132 152, and we can add some padding as well. So let me use 170 the left, and let me hit the save. So it is added over here. And now what we have to do is actually we have to wrap this text inside a container to provide a width like we have here. So I'm going to wrap it, and I'm going to wrap it with the container, and in the container I'm going to provide the width as well and height as well. So let me use a width. I'm going to use the media query of context dot size dot width. So this will going to give us a total width of the screen, but we need to minus the width of the thing we are use over here. So we have used around 170 left, so we need to do a minus of 170. Along with we need to minus the padding of this right side. So I have calculated, and we should use 210, then it will look good. Okay, and we need to use the height as well. And what will be the height? and height will going to be a 45, and the text is not aligning properly. That's why we need to use a center widget. So let me use the center widget, and it is aligned properly. Now if we wanted to decrease the width, we can decrease it. Okay, so we can use 215. It's up to us. And now let's think about the color and the text style. The color we have to use is the color we have used over here. Okay, to add a color or change the text style, we need to use the style property of this elevated button. Okay, so we have a button style, and in the button style we have a background color property along with the text style property. So we have to just add those things. So to add a color, we need to use a background color. Okay, so let me use a background color, and to use it properly, so this is a type of materials properties. So we have to use the material properties dot all to apply all over the button. Like we have a bottom side, we have a up side, right side, so apply everywhere. We need to use material state property dot all, and we need to provide the color code. So the color code we wanted to use is the color we have used in the landing page. So in the landing page we have used this color. Let me go on a landing page, and I will add this color inside the, oh, what just happened? Okay, this is the color. So I have to use this color, and let me add it inside the colors.dart file, so it will be consistent. Static color, and what should be the color code? I am very poor in the naming convention, so I am naming it as a button color, but yeah, we are using it everywhere, so you can name it according to yourself. Okay, so this thing I just did a mistake. Okay, also I did a mistake over here, the naming. Okay, so here I have to use directly the app color dot button color. So where we have the button color, this one is the button color. Okay, so now the color of the background is added. It is exactly like the color we have here, but not the same. Okay, and here what we have to do, let me use 210 only, and 215, but I think it is not looking like the same, or the width of the screen is great. I will use 210, and I will decrease the left size to 165. Okay, maybe it's great, or I can increase it 168. Okay, so yeah, the color is applied. Okay, the button color is applied. Now what we have to do, we have to apply the style, the text style as well. So we have the text style, and we have to use the same material property dot all, and here we have to use the text style. I'm not going to write the text style on the main.dart file. As of now, we can just hard code it. Font size, that will going to be 12.5, and the font weight, that will going to be a font weight dot weight 600. Okay, I will hit the save and show you that how it will look like. Okay, I will refresh the page, and I will go over here. Will we get any kind of error? No, we are not getting any kind of error, and that's great. Also, I wanted to reduce the elevation of this button, so let me just add elevation. I have to do the same thing, the material property dot all, and I'm going to reduce the elevation to look nice, and I will put the elevation as the 0, and it is kind of looking like the thing we have here, and we are almost pretty much done. Like, it is the same, but we need to work on this app version something, and along with that we need to add some padding between this bottom app bar and the the bottom app bar and the footer content which we have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a text widget here, text, and let's provide the app version as a hard-coded. Hard-coded is app version. All I think are in caps, so let me use the caps only. Version 0.0.1 as of now. Style theme dot op context, I'm using the text theme which is provided by the Flutter, that is the overline. Okay, I think we should see this. Oh, we have added this stack on the position widget. We should add it just after this footer container. Yeah, that is came here. Okay, and yeah, and we need to add some padding between this footer content and this app version, and we need to add some padding like 30 or 40 px, so when we scroll, then yeah, we can see up to this, or we can add up to the 50. Okay, and I guess we need to increase the padding around 30. What we will tell, it is kind of 50 I guess, and it is kind of 80. Okay, I guess I can do one thing. We can change the styling of this app version, but we will see later because it's not really important as of now. So I will think about this later, but yeah, you can see that we are pretty much done for our profile without login, and it have the same kind of UI as we have like the Myntra-Clone. So that's it, and in the next video let's work on the login. Okay, so when we click this button or this button, then initially we have to show the logging button set, and I will going to do that thing in the next video. Till that, happy coding, see you on a next video, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. That's really important, and don't forget to share and like the video as well. See you on a next video.